Palmo Simmons, PJ, played point guard for SWOSU men's basketball from 1974 to 1977. And Simmons earned several accolades with Bulldogs, including being named All-District 9 and All-Oklahoma Intercollegiate Conference in 1976 as a junior. But his senior season was even better. Simmons, I'm a stats nerd, averaged 17.9 points per game and shot better than 50% from the field that year, led the Bulldogs to the 1977 NAIA National Tournament. And for his efforts, Simmons was named the District 9 Most Valuable Player and the OIC Player of the Year as well. He was also Third Team NAIA All-American. And upon graduation, Simmons returned to his native Cincinnati, where he worked for the Hamilton County Juvenile System for 30 years before retiring in 2007. And since 2008, Simmons has worked at St. Aloysius, where he continues to help disadvantaged youth with behavioral issues. He's a Cincinnati native. Simmons graduated from SWOSU with his bachelor's degree in education in 1977. One of the great all-time Bulldog basketball players and the newest inductee into the SWOSU Athletic Hall of Fame. Please welcome PJ Simmons.
Well, I tell you, this has really been a pleasure. This has been a pleasure. Now, my speech is not going to be quite as great as yours and as long, but I just want to say that I want to thank God for being here and bringing us over the highway safely. We could have gotten here a little sooner, but somehow we've made this trip probably 100 times and made one mistake that cost us about 4 hours and wound up getting a break from you in Kansas. How you go to Kansas coming from Cincinnati? But God brought us here and we got here and we arrived safely. I just want to say Southwestern has always been and will always be a very important part of my life. The part that I'll never forget. Come down in 74 and met a lot of great people, and it's really great to see some of those faces here today. It just brings back a whole lot of memories. I mean, I could tell a whole lot of memories that make my speech as long as part of it, but I'm not going to do that. This is a place where, you know, I got married in Weatherford, and this is a spot where my oldest child was in my arms when I walked across the stage to get my degree. And this is a spot in my life where I think back and I got to play basketball with my only brother. And during that year, my senior year, was when we earned our right. We won us the conference, we won the district, and made our way to the national tournament. And that's a year that I will never forget. We had a lot of great players, and I just want to thank my family, my wife, Harriet, of 37 years, 5 beautiful kids, 6 grandkids, 1 great-grandchild, and we're all doing fine, and they're going to bug me to death about how I went down here, and I'll be ready for them when I get home. I just want to thank the selection committee, Todd Hilton, Reuben Torian, and the Holiday Inn Express for all that you've done. Okay, and I'm glad to be among a lot of great people. My prayers will be with Coach George Hauser, and I see another coach over there, Coach Joe, who made it pretty tough for me one year. I hate that he left me, but I was proud to play under Coach Joe. And I looked over and I seen the guy that, you know, when you're playing basketball, you always want to call out your pick so that your teammates don't get blasted. And one time, I remember this one time in practice, and I know Jack probably remembers this, But I turned my head and Jack was playing defense and he was running full speed. And he got blindsided by a pick, and the pick was set by my man. And I mean, I looked up like, oh my God. And Coach rode me the rest of the practice. Oh, I mean, he got up at me, and from that point on, I have never, I don't care where you playing at, let a person get blindsided by a pick. Coach Job, I want to thank you for that ride. But in short, you know, I just want to thank God for this honor. This is great. This really tops off the years that I was at Southwestern, and I'll never forget it now. Oh, they just put the point on it. Put the point on it. And I want to thank y'all for what you've done, and I'm going to turn this back over to the man of the hour. Thank you all, Southwestern.